What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news. And before I give you guys some of the highlights, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Now, as for some of the highlights in this video, we have a first look at the Air Jordan 9 University Blue. As well, we have a full first look at the Air Jordan 4 Shashiko. Now, we have a lot more from Jordan Brand. Included is release dates for multiple upcoming Air Jordan 1 High OG releases. From Nike, we have a solid lineup, and then we have one thing from Adidas. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. Months back, we saw a Photoshop of the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Yecher. Now, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I did try to Google it and see if there was a pronunciation that popped up, but I couldn't find anything. Now, since we have the first look and comparing it to the Photoshop, it is close. What's actually releasing is a bit lighter. The blue isn't so deep on the side stripe, and the shades of brown that are used on the prime knit, that's a little bit lighter as well. Now, other than just this single image, the additional information still isn't known. They are expected to release fall 2020, and the retail price will be $220. A few weeks back, a couple preview images of the upcoming Nike Air Max 90 Spiderweb leaked, but now we have official photos. Now, initially, this pair was thought to be part of Nike's Halloween collection, but it is a bit early to see the official images if they're going to release around Halloween, so we might have something different. But briefly going over the pair, we have vault-like accents that lands on the branding on the insoles and hinted on the tongue. And then we have spider webs, which covers the collar and toe box. Now, the highlight of the shoe, which we could see from the official images, is it has glow-in-the-dark detailing. So not only does the spider webs glow in the dark, but the air unit and hits on the outsole. Still, there isn't a release date nor a retail price for this pair, but they are expected to drop this fall. Nike has recently unveiled the new Dunk Low Disrupt. Now, this is a women's exclusive model, and they will be available in multiple colorways. Now, Nike put out somewhat of a press release on the shoes, and I'm going to read from that. Reflecting the collaborative endeavors that energize projects like the one reimagined, the women's Dunk Low Disrupt expands upon the wide open creative canvas that is the Nike Dunk. While there's been a history of women's specific dunks, including the Dunk Sky High and Sacai Dunk Luxe, the Dunk Low Disrupt builds off of a non-conformed. The exaggerated tooling takes inspiration from Nike's mid-80s basketball catalog. Of course, there are elements from the Dunk and also cues from the 1984 Nike Air Train. The resulting platform stance and slim shape combine to make an edgy new statement. Overlays, floating pieces, and an exposed foam tongue further the Dunk Low Disrupt design. A total of 4 colorways are currently scheduled to release on September 4th, and the retail price will be $110 each. Yesterday, 3 upcoming Nike Kybrid S2 colorways leaked, and this is a hybrid model. It was recently being called the Kyrie S2 Hybrid and combines elements from Kyrie's models like the 4, 5, and 6. Now, the first pair features a mixture of dark green and black mesh across the upper, and on the lateral side, you can actually see the seeing eye. There's also a unique graphic that covers the toe area. More dark green is seen on the shroud, inside of the tongue, and midsole. Light blue outlines the swoosh, yellow hits the tongue, red on the heel, and then we have a light olive rubber outsole. At the time of shooting this video, there isn't a release date for this pair, but they are expected to release this fall, and the retail price will be $130. The next pair is the Kybrid S2 What The. Now, it isn't known if this is actually going to be a What The release, but as you can see, it mashes various graphics throughout. On the heel, we have a translucent overlay which displays leopard print. And the black and white print seen on the panels, I believe that's the same print that is used on the toe on the left shoe on the pair I just featured. This pair also features stacked swoosh logos on the medial side and the Kyrie logo along with the rose on the right tongue. Now, from these images, you're also going to notice various themes throughout. what I was reading off is pretty much from the left shoe. Now on the right heel, it appears that it reads Nike, and then on the lateral side, it uses the pineapple from the SpongeBob collection. No set release date for this pair as well, but they are expected to release fall 2020, and the retail price will be $130. The last pair to go over is the Kybrid S2 What the USA. Now this pair does have a release date, I'll get to that in a moment, and reading from Nike, the Kybrid S2 What the USA is inspired by the teams that represented the United States in international competitions. It takes details and patterns of past jersey designs and merges them with an iconic tie-dye pattern. It features the graphic pattern from the 08 team kits on the swoosh and heel, and nods to the 2014 and 2016 teams on the midsole and upper. Now, if you're interested in grabbing this pair, the release date is scheduled for September 3rd, and the retail price will be $130. Coming soon is the Nike Hidden Message Pack, which includes the Air Force 1, Air Max 95, and the Air Max 2090. Now, for the Air Force 1 Low, it's actually the original Olympic release from 2004. Now, the collection comes with wear-away layers on the upper, which can be cut away to unveil metallic on the base. Now, we do have release information, and first up, they will release exclusively at Bait Japan on August 29th. Now, there isn't a stateside release as of yet, but a wider release is expected to take place later this year. Unfortunately, we don't have a retail price for each as of yet, but more details are coming soon. This week is going to be a big week for Kobe releases, not just the Kobe 5 Protro, but there's also a jersey, and it's to celebrate Mamba Week. Now, it started off yesterday, Sunday, with the big stage release, and unfortunately, that pair sold out very fast. I wasn't able to get my hands on a pair, and that's okay. It seems like I'm not the only one. Now, releasing later in the year is another Nike Kobe 5 Protro, and this pair is known as 5 Rings. Some of you might remember this colorway because it was an original from 2010 and celebrated Kobe Bryant's 5th NBA championship. Now, on the upper, it features purple and yellow, and on the midsole, it starts out as yellow and gradients to purple as it gets closer to the heel. Yellow is also seen on the designs across the toe, which reads 5 Rings. The same shade lands on the swoosh, and Kobe branding on the tongue. Finishing this pair off is a translucent outsole. So about 4 or 5 months ago, when everything was up in the air about upcoming Kobe releases, I was actually told that this pair would be returning, and there's at least one more colorway that is releasing. It might be a new colorway because I haven't been able to link the color description to an OG colorway. I should probably get that out to you guys in one of the upcoming videos this week. Currently, no release date for this pair, but they are expected to debut this fall, and the retail price will be $180. Back in 2019, maybe around midway through, we learned that the Air Jordan 5 Low Golf Black Grape would be releasing. The release was expected to take place sometime during spring 2020, and at that time, all we saw was a mock-up. Recently, we received images of the 2020 release, which is on point to the Black Grape pair as well as the Photoshop. I feel like this year, Jordan Brand has released a lot more golf shoes. Maybe that's just me, and you can expect this pair to release sometime in September. Unfortunately, no specific release date as of yet, and the retail price will be $220. A very quick update on the Air Jordan 5 What The. Now we have these new images which showcases them in grade school sizing. So we do have confirmation that they're going to release not only in adult sizing but grade school as well, which will take place on November 7th. Now unfortunately I don't have the retail price for the grade school, but the adult sizing will retail at $220. The Air Jordan 4 PSG collaboration was recently expected to release on September 1st. It started to pop up on select retailers' release calendars, and unfortunately the release date has changed. Now I do know that it was a placeholder date, but the fact that it was on, I believe, Finish Line's release date calendar probably had people also thinking that that release date was locked in. But as you guys know, there should be no release dates this year that is 100% locked in until the night before. That's when I would say, hey, this is going to drop. Now, the new release date is September 15th. They're also releasing not just in men's sizing, but grade school sizing. And the retail price will be $225. Recently, Titan collaborated with Nike Basketball to release the Nike LeBron 17 Low. Now it looks like the retailer is going to collaborate with Jordan Brand, and it's going to be on the Air Jordan 23 and will celebrate Titan's 10th anniversary. So all we have is a preview of the tongue, but this pair will come dressed in a black, cell, white, and metallic gold colorway. So a colorway, a release time frame, and a style code has leaked. So this looks like it is locked in to release. And to go over what we can see, it features white leather on the tongue. A medallion is used, which features Titan's branding. There's perforations on the tongue, which showcases infrared. Cell is used on the laces. We have some hits of black and metallic gold stitching. So we can't really see much, but I'm definitely excited to see this pair. I'm a big fan of the Air Jordan 23, and currently this pair is expected to debut late 2020. Currently, a retail price is unknown. Over the weekend, a few sizes of the Air Jordan 9 Jordan Brand Classic promo sample landed on eBay. So this gives us a first look. Unfortunately, they won't be releasing at retailers. But to go over the pair, it comes with white across the upper. We have leather up top, and then a glossy leather is used just above the midsole, which wraps the heel. In addition, we have pink accents. Iridescent lands on the eyelets. We have a mixture of blue and green on the midsole, which also appears to feature iridescent as well, and paint splatter. Now this pair was made for the Jordan Brand Classic athletes, but unfortunately the event has been canceled due to the current pandemic. And it looks like that the athletes are still receiving their gear. And like I mentioned, there is a few sizes on eBay right now. The cheapest I saw was $2,500, and they're also accepting best offer. I actually really like this colorway. I hope Jordan Brand changes their mind and it releases, but I highly doubt that it's going to happen. Let me know your thoughts on this pair in the comment section below. For fans of the Air Jordan 7 GC China, also being called Chile Red, there is good news. Initially, it was believed that there was a possibility this would be a China exclusive, but that isn't going to be the case. One of the places you will be able to purchase on is the Sneakers app. I haven't seen any other retailers as of yet, and the release date has moved forward. Initially scheduled to release in Greater China on September 12th, they will now release on September 5th. Retail price will be $200. I haven't talked about the Air Jordan 1 High OG Women's Lucky Green in a while, and recently new images leaked, so I did want to showcase them and kind of go over a few things. I know a lot of people are saying that the shoe is inspired by the Heineken SB Dunk Low, and to be 100% honest, I can't say for sure it is or isn't, but what I can say, the inspiration for this pair is more than likely the Boston Celtics. Now we have green for the Boston Celtics and a little bit of red, which I believe represents the Chicago Bulls. And even on the insoles, I'll make sure to throw an image in this video. We have the Nike Air branding, but it appears that it has a hardwood floor, which somewhat resembles that of the Boston Celtics hardwood floor from the 1980s. Now, I can't even confirm that story, but to me, that seems more likely than the SB Dunk Low Heineken. Currently, a release date is scheduled for October 11th, and the retail price will be $170. Also, it isn't known if this pair will be available in extended women's sizing, but I'll try to find that information and provide it to you guys soon. In one of the recent videos I uploaded, I spoke on the Air Jordan 1 High OG Dark Mocha, and at that time, the release date was scheduled for November 21st, but I did state that I believed that this shoe would release in October, since that's what was being told to me. And the new release date recently leaked, which is October 31st. I was also able to confirm that with my sources, and that is the new release date. Now again, more than likely it could change. October 31st is Halloween. That's also a Saturday. But if it does change, I'll make sure to let you guys know. and the retail price will be $170. Not only do we have new images of the Air Jordan 1 High OG patent in black and metallic gold, but we have a release date. Now, since I've gone over this shoe multiple times, I'm not going to go over the details as far as looks goes. I'll just supply as many images as I can fit in. And currently, this pair is scheduled to release on November 30th, which is Cyber Monday. Retail price will be $170. What's funny is when images first leaked of this shoe, a lot of people disliked them, and from the start, I've been saying I can't wait for the release. I absolutely love this shoe. I need it. And so many people disliked it. Not everybody. I saw some people in the comments saying they wanted it as well. But now all I'm seeing is people wanting to buy them. So expect another pair that is hard to obtain. Hopefully there is enough pairs to go around. In the last video, I briefly spoke on the Air Jordan 4 Shashiko. Now at that time, all we had was an image of the toe, so basically not much information at all. I was unsure if they were going to release, but I did know that we would see more images soon, and a day later, I believe it was Saturday, we got our first full viewing of the shoes. Now, a few months back, you might remember that I spoke on an upcoming Air Jordan 4 SC being called Deep Ocean. That color description matches up with the Shashiko, so this pair comes dressed in a Deep Ocean, Cell, Cement Gray, and Fire Red colorway. Now, if you don't know what Shashiko is, it's a form of decorative reinforcement stitching, and this pair features patchwork throughout the upper, along with mismatched laces, liners, and tongues. We have various designs throughout, along with a translucent heel tab and cell across the midsole. This pair also features a translucent outsole, and it will come with a special box. You'll be able to see it in the first image. No set release date for this pair, but they are expected to debut this fall, and currently the retail price is $190. However, I wouldn't be surprised if the retail price changes and it's actually $200 or even $220, but we'll have to wait and see on that. Now that we have a full viewing of this pair, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Last up, we have a first look at the Air Jordan 9 University Blue. Now, you guys might remember several months back, I put out a Photoshop along with Z Sneakerhead Z, which represented what was going to release, and you can see that from the Photoshop, this is what we exactly are getting. Now there's actually one small change. The 23 on the heel, that is outlined in University Blue and not filled in, but everything else is on point, constructed with leather. We got white up top, black on the mudguard, part of the midsole. It also extends to the ankle and heel. Lastly, we have University Blue, which fills in the branding. I definitely like this pair. I feel like it's going to do well once it hits retailers, but that's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on the Air Jordan 9 University Blue in the comments section below. And currently, the release date is scheduled for December 5th, and the retail price will be $190. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com, and then we take it to YouTube. I appreciate you guys for watching, and as of now, I haven't heard back from the second giveaway winner, so potentially I may need to pick someone new. I'll make another announcement in the next video as well. If I hear something back, I'll make sure to leave a comment below, and then I'll pin it to the top. With that being said, if you haven't done so already, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Again, thanks for watching, stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.